we lost the battle. The rain started on the 2nd of October. It wasn't a great deal, that typical English rain, but it lasted the whole day. It was the early hours of the following morning where we felt the full force of Storm Alex. It lashed it down pretty hard, that within the space of about 3 hours, the local area accumulated about 8.5 millimeters worth of rain. Reading an article from the Met Office, the UK received enough rain on that day to fill the Loch Ness. By the evening, the water was rising at a steady pace. It already submerged the studio in an inch of water. Damn it. And was only meters away from the house. So we activated survival mode. We called our local council in the hope that they could provide us with some sandbags. They don't supply them anymore. Then we turned to the environmental agency, but because the river nearby wasn't a flood risk at the time, they were no use to us either. And we were told to call the fire brigade. But it wasn't an emergency yet. The water wasn't in the house yet. We got the water pumps ready. We even built our own makeshift sandbags with dirt from the garden and shoveled it into recycling bags. We pushed them against the air bricks of the house as best as we could. Called it a night and prayed that it wouldn't come into the house. It was about 7 a.m. when I woke up that day, and I heard my mum rushing around in a slight state of panic.
"999, what's your emergency?"
So this is to show you how quick the water's actually rising. So we put a log where the water is. I'm going to put the log so that it's pretty much smack bang in the middle. So the water's right in the middle here. What's the time? Time is 9:22, and in 20 minutes we're going to see how quickly that goes up. Well, I'm level with my house now, and that's my studio over there. And even just, I'm nowhere near it. And it's this high already. So it's nearly over the Wellington boot. These are our makeshift sandbags that we did last night. We just filled them up with dirt and made it look pretty with some plant pots. No, the plant pots were supposed to keep them against the wall, but I'm not going to lie, it doesn't look like it's working. So I'll give you a tour. This is our house. You literally have to move stuff out of the way. That's our bathroom. Water is way up to the toilet. Might as well be in the toilet. And that was my guy. That was my flower pot guy that made an appearance in my first video. So he looks like he's enjoying himself. That's good. The studio is, God, inside about a foot to 2 feet above, like below water. The iconic thing is that is on the wrong side. I think the next time we need to store it this side, so if this happens again, we're sorted. So this is the river that we live pretty near to, and it's burst its banks. So this puddle right here is normally the first sign that the river is breaching. But I'll take you to a spot, or I did a time lapse on this spot. I'll show it to you on the screen now. And we were quite low. We were about 5-6 feet down, pretty much onto water level, and I'm going to walk up to the bridge and you'll see how high it's actually gotten now. So it's about here where we did the time lapse, and you can go right down about 5-6 feet, and this water's probably gone up, I'd probably say about 3 or 4 feet by now. Yeah, if I went in there, the water will probably come up to about here on me. Trying to go back. I didn't tell my parents I was coming up here. They probably think I've tripped and drowned in the water or something. Probably looking for a dead body now with the firemen. Hope not. The log that we put down as a measurement, half an hour ago exactly. And it's past it. So it's pretty much here. Once it gets above this line, that's when we're in trouble, and it starts going in the house. Sandbags at the ready. Sandbags finally arrived after the fire brigade requested them in. It was during this time also that we received a flood alert. Firemen have already started doing the front, which is good. Just got to do the back. The cabin's lost. My studio's lost. I'm so gutted. Literally filmed a video about it and how proud I was. Not even a week ago. Oh well. We did our best, us, the neighbours, the fire brigades. We all worked hard to prevent the water from coming into the houses. It was just before 11 a.m. and that's when it started to get bad. And so it begins. The water is coming in the house. I guess all you have to do is laugh at this kind of stuff, right? Maybe. Destruction everywhere. The sandbags didn't hold. Even my mum tried fighting it with a cloth. We moved anything valuable off the floor, onto tables, on the furniture, shifted some things upstairs. We were grateful we still had electricity in the house. Then the fire brigade deemed it unsafe. And then we lost our power. Just got home from work, and it's slightly depressing. You park up in water, and I'm wearing waders now because you just can't get to the house with just Wellington boots. So you're wading through the water, and you go through the front door, and then you hear as you come through the front door, and it's just depressing. It's just depressing. Water's come up a lot. When I left the house, it was less than halfway up that step. And now it's nearly at the top of the step. Here's the rest of the house. We haven't got any electricity in here, so bit of light from my camera lighting and a beer, which I'm actually quite looking forward to in my own paddling pool. The blue carpet now looks green, from under the water anyway. How that survived. I am so grateful for that. I'll show you where the water actually came up to in here. The water came up to this dark point here. So that's pretty high, considering I'm already up my shins. I'm already up to my shins in here. Let's check out the garden. So where I was just standing is roughly the deepest point of our garden. Came up to here, looking at where the water actually went up to on the cabin. No doubt it would have come above my waist.